Welcome to another exciting episode of Musa and Show. Here is what we have today.
Sanibona, i-EFF igcinile enkantolo njengoba bakhala kwasekuqaleni ukuthi awulandelekanga kahle umthetho kwi-portfolio committee okwaze kwaholela ukuthi i-fiscal framework yeParliament kodwa ingalungisekanga. Siyakhumbula ukuthi zimbili izinto ekwakufuneka zenzeke. It's either babezoyi-amenda noma babezoyimukela injengoba injalo. Kodwa-ke ingqinambeni ababa nazo i-Action SA yafika nayo neyayo iproposal yathi ikhulumile ne-ANC bazoyemukela njengoba injalo bese beletha ama-recommendation. I-EFF ya-raise lokhu ku-speaker yasho ukuthi imbhalele iletha ngoba awulandelelwanga umthetho ofuneka wenzeke. Siwenzile ama-video ngaphambilini okuchazayo ukuthi leya portfolio committee isebenza kanjani. So yayisithi emveni kokuba sekuvotiwe ngoba uSpeaker wathi cha kusho ulandele umthetho. Owalandela ukuthi yathi ke-EFF cha isazokhuluma ne-legal team yabo babatshela ukuthi on which grounds la bangakwazi ukuyi-challenge khona, is it a winnable case na. Kodwa i-DA ayipholisanga amaseko ngakusasa yahamba yaya enkantolo yawu-challenge yona le procedure bathi ayilandelanga ngoba i-fiscal framework le ine-VAT ezokhuphwa ngomhla ka-1 May.
We are consulting our lawyers this evening, and they will give us if there are grounds for us to take this matter to court, because we strongly feel that if the committee did not do what is expected to do, then this assembly should have said this report must not serve. The Speaker should have said it must go back to the committee for it to be processed properly. She arrogantly refused that, and therefore we need to go to the next level where the judiciary will be able to pronounce itself. But it all depends on what the lawyers are saying this evening. Thank you.
Njengoba umuzwa ku-CIC ukuthi bathe bazokhuluma nabameli babo. Izolo-ke shuthi abameli babo babatshelile ukuthi cha kulungile bangaya enkantolo ngoba uSinawo Thambo bekhuluma nabezindaba esho ukuthi bayile enkantolo kuyo-challenge le ndaba ye-fiscal framework ukuthi ayilandelekanga kahle i-procedure ye-portfolio committee.
Yes, Tom.
Thank you very much, Chair. It's just a point of clarity. I'm not disputing your ruling.
No problem.
I want to understand. So, Honorable Beasley, because I think there's also a bit of a confusion. We're dealing with two things. There's a committee report and there's a fiscal framework. So, Honorable Beasley is not proposing an amendment to the fiscal framework any longer. Would that be correct? That's what we were trying to ask. Would we be can I maybe get a response so that would it be correct to make that assertion that Honorable Beasley is no longer proposing an amendment to the fiscal framework, but is proposing that we include a recommendation in the committee report to Treasury that they must go and find other avenues to generate the 28 billion shortfall other than VAT. So this is a recommendation to be included in the committee report. It's not an amendment to the fiscal framework. Am I correct in my understanding? So that means Honorable Beasley's proposal is that they support the fiscal framework, including the VAT increase, and the committee report must include a recommendation to the Minister of Finance and Treasury to go find alternative means to generate revenue, the 28 billion shortfall that is supposed to be. But as things stand, the fiscal framework with its VAT proposals is not amended. The committee report recommends somewhere in 30 days to go and find an alternative way to generate what VAT ought to generate. Can we speak with these two separations and understanding? That's why I'm asking clarity. Am I correct in understanding it in this fashion? Thank you, Chair.
Sorry, Chair. I think, Chair, Honorable Tambo is very unfair to the honorable member because he was given an opportunity to make his own submission. Now I don't get it. Why is he trying to explain a submission that a proposal that was made by another honorable member?
It's a clarification.
That honorable member can do that explanation by himself. He must just simply ask it through you if he does not understand that. He must not just repeat it now as if we're not campaigning here, Chair. We're not campaigning here, Chair.
Njengoba ubona la ngoba wayibuza ngempela uSinawo ukuthi okwenzekalayo kuphi ngabe bayemukela i-fiscal framework injengoba injalo ine-VAT inga-amendwa noma baye-amendwa bazimbili izinto efuna zenzeke kuleya committee. Kodwa-ke bamphendula indlela abamphendula ngayo ngoba wayefuna ukucaciseleka.
So you are moving for the adoption of the report with those recommendations. Is that so? We want to put it on record that you move for the adoption of the report with those recommendations. Objection?
Yes.
Honorable Mulif.
There is no provision anywhere, Chair, for the adoption of the report with recommendations. It's either it is the fiscal framework is accepted or amended.
We have passed that stage. Object.
Njengoba umuzi uBrian Molefe ethi there is no provision ekhona emthethweni ukuthi kuthiwa siyamukela kodwa with the recommendations ayikho. It's either bayamukela injengoba injalo inevet noma bayayi-amenda. Nazi izinto kwakufuneka zenzeke manje obuza uchair ethi cha sesidlulile lapha isona sizathu lesi senza ukuthi kuthiwa ayilandelelwanga iprocess ngoba akufikwanga kuleso sigaba. Into eyasuka lapho basuke bathatha amandla bawabeka back to Minister of Finance. Nayi into abayenza kule committee ekhalelwa ke EFF ethi cha akubuyelwe emuva ukuthi kwenziwe uthatha isinqumo esisodwa. Waze wakhuluma kanje uDr Mark Beck lo we-DA.
On to the point made by my honourable colleague, he is saying that he accepts the fiscal framework. He's saying he does not amend the fiscal framework. That's fine. And then he's saying he recommends that we find some savings. Let the record then state that Action SA supports a fiscal framework that includes a 1% VAT hike over 2 years, that includes bracket breach, and is making some recommendations.
Dr. Beck.
uDr Beck uthi no uma kunjalo ngoba there is no law ethi kuphasiswa with recommendation. No akuvele kuvunyelwana ukuthi Action SA iyamukela i-fiscal framework enevet ukuthi ivet ayikhuphe ngo-1%, 0.5% this year, 0.5% next year. Iloko manje obuzwa ngathi kunokuphikisana kanayi i-Action SA yaziphendulela yakhuluma kanje.
Cha umuntu kumele clarify one thing here. When i-ANC icela ukukhuluma ne-Action SA ngendaba ye-budget, i-Action SA ibe clear from the beginning ukuthi we are prepared ukusupporta i-budget on condition you remove u-0.5% VAT. Ilokho nje ukuthi no VAT. Umehluko khona ukuthi i-DA ne-EFF bebenama condition over and above this VAT. For example, i-DA ibikhuluma indaba yokuthi yona yebo iyafuna khishwa i-VAT kodwa futhi ngayisupport i-VAT on condition uhulumeni uzo reverse i-Bella bill, expropriation of land, ANC giving powers i-DA Western Cape ikwazi ukuyimela Western Cape ingathola amandla kakhulu ingalindeli uhulumeni izinto ikwazi ukuyimela. Those conditions le Action SA ngangeni kuona because okwethu was asikwazi uholda i-country to ransom. Yebo si-opposition kodwa ekugcineni we remain constructive opposition. Now sitheke ngoba kusasa kuzophasiswa i-fiscal framework, abantu abakufunde nalokho akuyona i-budget ephasiswa namhlanje kuzophasiswa i-fiscal framework. I-fiscal framework kusokukhulunywa ngokuthi uhulumeni imali uzoyithola phi i-revenue, how you gonna spend money, and nezinto eziningi oyibhekwayo nje ukuthi i-budget izohamba kanjani. Bese kuqala ke manje i-budget process esizoya emakomitini. I-budget bakwethu iyoziphasiswe nini ngoJune. Ayikho i-budget ephasiswa namhlanje sakhuluma ndaba nge-fiscal framework. Na kubalekile usiqonde these processes khona sikhuluma ngento esizaziyo singagcini silandela izinto ezipropaganda ezidukisayo. Now i-Action SA namhlanje yini ezoyivotela? Izovotela i-fiscal framework as proposed by Treasurer with the amendment izwe kahle le, with the amendment eshoyo ukuthi u-0.5% VAT is being scrapped. Now, yingakho phela iproposal eza eParliament iqale ekomidini izolo. And the Action SA yenze iproposal openly in a committee. And this proposal amendment ingxenye manje ye-resolution ezophasiswa kuphi eParliament.
Njengoba umuzwa wakho ubhuti we-Action SA, nansi into ayiproposwe uMinister.
To raise the revenue needed, the government proposes to increase the VAT rate by 0.5 percentage point in 25-26 and by another 0.5 percentage point in the following year. This will bring the VAT rate to 16% by 26-27.
Nansi into ayiproposwe uMinister ke ukuthi iVAT izokhuphuka. Ile kwakufuneka abayi-amende bese beza nama-recommendation ukuthi yini engenziwa, hayi ukuthi bethi siyayemukela bese sibeka ama-recommendation phezulu. Ufikile Mbalula abambuzile izola bezindaba ukuthi hawu nayi-trick na ilo i-Action SA, waphendula kanje.
News. Have we tricked Action SA? We are not tricksters. We don't trick people. We engage with Action SA. They raise their issue in relation to VAT, that they don't want VAT. That's not tricking anyone. We will engage honestly with Action SA and all other political parties that have passed the framework about the way forward. We've got our own position as the ANC, which we will not pronounce for now, up until we engage with all political parties. There is an impasse in relation to budget. Everybody in Parliament says we don't want 0.5%. What do we do? And that is the impasse and the reset of the pattern in terms of negotiations it's about. So that is what these negotiations is about, Samkel. It's about the budget impasse and the suggestions that political parties are making on the table. So we're going to be talking to them because we need to pass the division of revenue and the appropriation later on. So we can't do it on our own. We've got to talk to others. As a political party that is the largest in Parliament, we've got to talk to everybody, including the DA, about this past week and the way forward.
Phendulele kuMbalula ukuthi cha abayitrickanga bona i-Action SA, bayilalelile kodwa bazoba nomhlangano la bezoxoxisana khona nge-way forward, ngoba njengoba eshilo ubhuti lo Action SA iyoziphelela uphasa kahle ngathi ngoJune i-budget azovotwa futhi baphinde bavote futhi, sofuneka baphinde baxoxe nabo ngoba yona iVAT iyakhuphuka ngomhla ka-1. Bazame mhlawumbe ukuba convince nokubachazela isizathu senza ukuthi bayikhuphule ngo-0.5 kulonyaka, ngoba phela i-1% yona njengoba umzulu minister 0.5 this year, 0.5 next year. So bazokhulumisana nabo ngoba basabadinga kodwa bazokhulumisana ne-DA. So i-DA mabengakwazi ukubonisana kahle nayo ngoba vele bashadile nayo, abezukwadinga lama political party njengo-Action SA namanye abezukwadinga ngoba mabe bobabili nje ne-DA bano 51%, so bangayiphasisa. Ilokho okushiwo ke uMbalula la. Asicaphuneke manje idaba ke lo lesihlangane ngalo EFF, ngoba bekubalekile ukuthi ngikuphe umlando othi sifika la okuyiwa khona enkantolo ngoba kwenze njani, ukuze mawubukela le video uyiqonde ukuthi kwenze njani.
Look, the basis is that we were in the Standing Committee of Finance on the 2nd of April 2025, where the Money Bills Amendment Act and Procedure and Other Related Matters Act was not followed to the letter and to the law. So what happened in that committee is that there were procedural errors that occurred in terms of making amendments to the committee report without making a clear statement as to whether we adopt or seek to amend the fiscal framework first, which is what the law demands of us. What then proceeded to happen is that that clear statement was inserted after the meeting had concluded without a clear report or vote by the committee as to whether we actually want to adopt the fiscal framework as it stands or we seek to amend it. So the insertion of that happened unprocedurally afterwards. It then went to Parliament without the committee agreeing on it, and then was adopted by the National Assembly. So that entire process was constitutionally flawed and did not follow the legislation that guides the process itself. So that's why we're in court today.
Njengoba umuza kusinawo la ichaza ukuthi into ebengeke ngayichaza ngaphambilini ngaze ngakufakela ama video ekukhombisa into eyenzeka lapha kwi-committee leli eyayihleli lapha e-finance nanokuthi le into ezimbili okwakufuneka abazenze ngoba it's either babeyamukela injengoba injalo ine-VAT noma babeyi-amenda. So usinawo manje uthi on those basis ukuthi ayilandelwanga iprocedure isona sizathu senza ukuthi bagcine baye Western Cape High Court bayovula ke icase leni. Sizozwa ke sizomcaphuna kancane siza ukuthi icourt yona ibanikeze iphi date ngoba phela umhla ka 1 May ikulama viki azayo siza ukuthi izobasheshisela kangakanani inkantolo.
Look, we think that the Speaker made a determination first and foremost based on the advice of the people who manipulated this process in the first place. Because if you read her response to us in Parliament and listen to her there, she says she has been advised that everything happened accordingly. Now, our objection is that the very people who are advising you are the ones who conducted this meeting unprocedurally. So we constantly cautioned her and she did not take our advice and we're in court. And we want the remedy from the court to be that the adoption of the fiscal framework by the National Assembly must be reversed and that report must be sent back to the Standing Committee on Finance so that it can be processed appropriately. And that will give us an opportunity as political parties to go through the correct procedure and hopefully save those political parties who have been duped and misled to think that a recommendation outside of an amendment of the fiscal framework can result in the reversal of the VAT hikes 30 days afterwards. That is not permissible in law. So this will give us an opportunity to do a legislatively permissible amendment to the fiscal framework and save South African people from 0.5% VAT hikes this year and 0.5% VAT hikes next year as well.
Phambi kokuba achaze indaba ukuthi babanikeze nini yiphi date kodwa uchaza inhloso yabo ukuthi isifiso sabo ukuthi bafuna ukuthi ibuyele back to i-committee kuzama ukuboniswana. Siyazi ukuthi phela na kwi-committee kuyavotwa. So uma ngabe bebavote against bona bavote against bona kodwa bafisa bona ukuthi bayilungise le ndaba ne-Action SA uma ibone ngathi idlale ngabo i-ANC ikwazi ukulungisa iphutha layo elokho abafisa ukuthi inkantolo mayithola ukuthi udaba lwabo ngempela ilandelanga iprocedure bese ithi ayibuyele kuma committee asike sizwe ukuthi babanike iluphi usuku.
Is the case that you've brought though going to be heard before, for example, the value-added tax increase kicks in, because people have already started receiving messages from service providers, etc., saying this is what you'll be paying from May onwards?
Look, we've been advised by our legal counsel that the matter will be heard on the 22nd of April, which gives us an opportunity to reverse this process and still have time within the parliamentary process to go to the Standing Committee on Finance, make the necessary amendments to remove VAT increases as a provision, and then go back to the National Assembly, because during that period, we will be off the recess. So as things stand, Parliament is on recess. So we're going to have that time in that week before the 1st of May to make the necessary amendments should the courts decide in our favor on the 22nd of April, 2025. And we are confident that they will do so, because this is one of the only mechanisms that we have as parliamentarians to rescue our people from regressive taxation, such as an increase in value-added tax.
Njengoba uzwileke bambuza ukuthi nizokwazi na ukuthi ninqande lento aphambi bayenze ngoba sesiwaqalela ukuthola ama message asazisayo ukuthi iVAT yakhuphwa ngomhla ka1 bathi ke bona cha abameli babo babajethi inkantolo izolalela udaba lwabo ngomhla ka22 okungukuthi ko uma ngase irule in favor of them bazokwazi ukuthi babuyele kwi-parliament portfolio kuma committee lewo ikhulunywe bese kubona ukuthi ilungise ngoba inhloso yabo ukuthi lama recommendation yayinawo i-Action SA abayi-amende bese befaka lawo ma-recommendation bangathi siyamukela injali ne-VAT kodwa sibeka ama-recommendation phezulu. Cha, nayo i-EFF inawo ama-recommendation MK Party nawo ama recommendation kodwa nje nebhosa le kama imani kodwa angazi noma iyavotana lapha kule committee le yayihleli lapha ye finance kodwa laba banabo njoba babe nama recommendation abayi amende bese befaka ama recommendations wabo bese ibuyele eParliament. Uma benze njalo angeke sibe nayo inkinga ye VAT. Asethembeka ukuthi iDA isicelo sabo mhlawumbe soba impumelelo mqala kunalesi se-EFF noma zombili zizoba impumelelo bese ya amendwa lento ikakhulukazi nje nami angisupport indaba yokukhuphuka kweVAT ingakho nje ngiyilandela le ndaba ngabona ngo2018 uma ikhuphuka iVAT from 14 to 15% ngabona ukuguquka kwama price ngabona ukuthi ukukhuphuka kweVAT akuyona into encane noma nje obaba uhlabisa bethi ukukhuphuka kweVAT kuzolekelela kodwa asazi kuzolekelela kube kusaka kusokola abanye kube kulekelela kwenye indawo. Ngicela ukuma la zivele zibeningi kakhulu izinto isikhathi sibencane. Mina nawe sidibane kwivideo elandelayo ngiyacela usubscribe, ushare, ulike, ucomment.